Caleb.
Hello, A Day with Caleb. Welcome back. Part 2 of the underrated animated TV shows. Back with the Rugrats here. They're not on the list, but we are going to finish off this back half of the top 15 underrated animated TV shows. So let's just dive right back in. We had a Pirates theme. This one is a cowboy theme, but the ironic twist is they're not cowboys, they are cows that are cowboys, uh, sheriffs. So, such a crazy, unique show. Actually, Guy Gilchrist, we met at Wizard World, I believe Chicago, or was it Philadelphia? No, Philadelphia, because yeah. So he talked about this show and animating Cowboys of Mumessa, which was so cool to me because our sixth birthday party was a Cowboys of Mumessa theme. So that's cool. Just before my Spider-Man and Marvel obsession, we picked Cowboys of Mumessa. I have my birthday invitation from that sixth birthday party. We had a horse and chariot drive people around. We were right next to a cow farm, so it made sense. We lived in the country, so Cowboys of Mumessa. We get to number 10. Did anybody guess? Life with Louie, based on Louis Anderson and his childhood. This one, to me, overall was funnier just because of the stories, but I do pick Bobby's World over this just because it's cooler in a sense. Just some of the things with Bobby and the superhero. I'm a superhero sucker, so. But Life with Louie was a great show, very cool. A lot of these comedians doing shows, they were right there together. Maybe I don't know if they started the same year, but uh, I think overall Howie has been obviously more successful, but our uncle and family actually met. Well, we saw Howie Mandel on the set of Deal with No Deal. Actually, our mom kind of bumped him as he was leaving the restroom to go. We were on a break, but our uncle met Louis Anderson on Family Feud. They competed and won Family Feud. So our family has seen both actors, comedians, so that's cool. Number 10, Life with Louie. SWAT Cats, such a cool show. Radical Squadron. Uh, Again, Hanna-Barbera. They knocked it out of the park every time, but like Pirates of Dark Water, this one might be under the radar, but it's about these two cat police officers that have a, a plane and they fight off this evil cat that wants to take over. Was it called Catstrophilus, or am I mixing that up with something? Comment down below. But he wanted to take over the city, and they would always have to stop him. Just so cool back in the day. Batman was around that time, so planes and uh, vehicles were kind of hot back then and such a cool thing. Uh, didn't really get into the toys. They might not have released any toys, I'm not sure. Didn't have a game as far as I can remember. Now, these two were combined. That's when I said I would combine a few, because it's based on two movies from the same actor, Jim Carrey. That is The Mask and Ace Ventura. I would probably rate Mask overall better, because it had its own comic book line. There was a video game, but that was based on the movie. But such a crazy show. And Ace Ventura was a good show. I remember it well, but we would watch Mask, I believe, more. Just so cool to think that these two shows were spawned because of Jim Carrey's brilliance comedically. So those were two cool shows. This one's cool, The Adventures of Gummy Bears, Disney classic in my opinion. Just got the complete series last year, I believe. Such a cool show. Just recently bought a Funko Pop. That video maybe before or after this, but I just picked up a Gummy Bears Funko Pop, so stay tuned for that. But Gummy Bears was just such a cool show back in the day. They would drink the juice and have these jumping abilities, and the Lewis one took on this superhero persona. Men in Black, such a good animated show. People remember the movies, but the animated show, the same people that did Godzilla, the animated show, it has kind of that, I don't want to say like grungier, like darker tone maybe, but such a cool show. They actually are Starcadia, the laser tag, it was themed in the animated Men in Black series. So we would shoot aliens from the animated series. So cool, such a good show. We have one more. I hope you're ready. Hope you, if you've watched throughout this video, comment down below that you're still here, and comment MIB so I know. So let's get to the last one. I had to throw in a superhero. You could say some of these are superhero-esque, but this is actually a DC superhero, Static Shock. I mean, what's not to love? I just recently watched the whole animated series about a couple weeks ago. If you saw the Amazon haul, I got all the seasons, rewatched every episode. The theme song is by Little Romeo, aka Little Bow Wow, aka Bow Wow. And he was super in back then, so it made sense that he would be on the show. Just such a cool show about this kid who gets these electricity powers, and then his sidekick and the Boom Babies, people that got gas, kind of transform and get these powers, and he kind of helps take them on. And actually Bow Wow makes an appearance as himself, dressed as Static Shock, so that's a cool thing. But Static Shock of the superhero shows, that's probably the most underrated, and it doesn't need to be. It's a great show. Uh, Appearances by Batman Beyond. Who else? Green Lantern, I believe. Batman, and I want to say there's a couple others that kind of peek in from time to time, but such a great show and very underrated. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, share with a friend. Until next time, guys, keep watching animated goodness from the 90s, early 2000s, and keep collecting.